There's always a sense of risk driving in LA. Carjackings, car accidents, the line at In-N-Out. Regardless of the dangers, there's always the option to get out. Malibu has the beaches, Big Bear for the mountains. But for gearheads, there's one really thrill-seeking adventure that we'd like to go to. Stretching 66 miles and reaching about 8,000 feet in elevation, and that's no other than the most deadly view, Angeles Crest Highway. And today, I'm gonna drive it. I'm Alex, and this is... For this journey, I decided to bring my own personal Porsche 911 997. Now, this is a base model Carrera C2, and it has 325 horsepower, but it is equipped with a 6-speed gearbox. Perfect car for the perfect road. Let's hope that we don't get into any trouble, because we do not want to make a mistake out here on this road. I'm starting at the base of the mountain, right above Glendale, California, in an area known as La Cañada Flint Ridge. Why? Mostly because it's closest to my house. But this is the beginning of Angeles Crest Highway. Now, this road does close, I think, towards the summit during the winter time, and it's already rained and snowed, I think, a little over here, so I don't think we can get to the summit this time. But we'll see how far we can get. One thing's for sure, though, if it does start getting nasty in terms of rain, we're gonna have to book it all the way down as quickly as possible, because there are mudslides that can occur here, and I just want to go home tonight, honestly. There's so many technical parts of this road. Even when doing under the speed limit, you could still feel that control, those G's coming into you. You're trying to really find that line, find that groove, and you still have, in low range, in low gear, enough to make that exhaust note really sing. I'm just in third gear right now, and this is just fine enough for me anyway. 325 horsepower of 911 Porsche 997 goodness, and it can't get any better than this. And then, yeah, just get that groove. You just feel this road come to life. It's completely intoxicating. This is absolutely one of the best cars to drive on Angeles Crest Highway. And I think the perfect amount of horsepower, not more than 350. You won't use it. I'm barely getting into fourth gear, but anything more, you're probably gonna get a speeding ticket like I did earlier this year. So, how exactly were we blessed with such a beautiful road that reaches 8,000 feet in elevation? Well, let's rewind back to the early 1900s when the Automobile Club of Southern California, also known as AAA today, wanted a route connecting Arroyo Seco to the Cajon Pass, primarily to encourage tourism and automobile travel. But it wasn't until 1919, when a massive wildfire burned over 150,000 acres, that the real need emerged: a permanent fire road into the mountains. Now, construction on Angeles Crest Highway began in 1929, and the Division of Highways, what we know now as today as Caltrans, would take nearly 27 years to complete it, including a 5-year hiatus during World War II. When the road officially opened in 1956, it cost at a tune of $10 million, and even before it was finished, the highway was already a tremendous success. Almost 2.5 million visitors drove the road when the first segment opened in 1933, more than any state park in California at the time. And since then, the isolation, the winding roads, and the jaw-dropping scenery have drawn people here for almost every reason imaginable. Some good, and some not. It just really makes you appreciate the amount of work it took, the 27 years it took to construct all of this. It really makes you appreciate that and put that into perspective. A lot of hard work, labor, almost 3 decades of just bombing this mountain and carving it out just so we can enjoy it in our daily drivers, our weekend warriors, and everything else in between. Angeles Crest Highway has served as a meeting place for a lot of car enthusiasts. One of the best known one is GVBC, our Good Vibes Breakfast Club, an unofficial motoring club that traditionally met at the now closed Newcomb's Ranch, right in the middle of the crest. And if you make the trek on a Friday morning, you'll be able to see everything from modern million-dollar exotics to cult classic beaters, all parked side by side. And despite the variety, everyone follows the one simple rule: respect the crest. Now, this is one of the most deadliest roads in California, and it just started to drizzle to add a little bit more complication to it. But the one rule of this road is respect the crest. As beautiful as this road is, it's also wolf in sheep's clothing. Since 2016, Angeles Crest Highway has claimed over 100 lives. And according to Reddit user CAJax2, who compiled an extensive breakdown of accidents and fatalities on Angeles Crest, linked in the description, the most commonly involved vehicles are primarily front-wheel drive economy cars and one pickup truck. And if you're wondering why your insurance premiums are so high, the most common performance cars also include there are just so many people that are local to this area that know a lot of accidents that happen, that have seen a lot of accidents that have happened here, especially over the last 10 years. This drive that I'm doing right now is the last drive they've ever got to experience. And that becomes a little surreal if you think about it. Right, so I just made it to Newcomb's Ranch, and I was originally planning to drive a lot further north. However, the weather is pretty ominous. It started to drizzle, and honestly, there's been a lot of mud patches and areas on the road that I just don't want to chance anything. I've already talked to a couple of people I've encountered on the road. They're even saying this is as far as they would go right now, just due to different conditions that they've already seen. So I'm gonna trust their judgment. I think this has been a successful trip so far, and how more iconic can it be just to end the trip right here at Newcomb's Ranch? It's a great stopping point for this journey, and honestly, this is where most of the gearheads already end anyway their trip. So we're gonna start heading back down, but absolutely incredible drive. I just wish that there was better conditions, and it's supposed to rain really badly soon. So we're gonna get out of here. Leaving early was probably the best decision because as soon as I got home, this turned on the news.
And we are getting a look at a stretch of Angeles Crest Highway that was severely damaged by the recent storm.
Today, Angeles Crest Highway still serves its original purpose, a vital route between Antelope Valley and Pasadena. But as I drive one of the greatest roads ever built, and one of the greatest cars ever built, there's only one thing worth remembering, and that's respect the crest. All right, guys, that's it. That's Angeles Crest Highway, one of the most deadly highways in the US, and especially in California. Hope you liked this video. Hit that subscribe button if you do, and see you for the next one.